would also get my other friends to try and contact them as well, just to do all we could to find them. But if we couldn't find them, then I would probably tell their parents, tell the police, and just kind of try and find out what happened, try and find where they are.
So you'd work as a group rather than doing it on your own?
Yes, definitely. I think on my own it would be definitely a lot harder. To probably get my other friends to help as well.
Okay. How would you feel emotionally? How would it affect you?
I think if we did find my friend in the end, I would definitely be a lot more careful in future. I'd say, like, if I had children, I would probably be a lot more strict with where they could go and making sure they were always contacting me. If we didn't find my friend, I think it would definitely have a huge impact on me. I think it would affect my everyday life because I'd probably be thinking every day about what happened to them and where they are.
Well, I feel like if my friend went missing, I'd probably I think I'd react differently to how people react in sort of TV shows and TV films, because most people in films go on sort of quests to find their friends, but I feel like in real life, if I was in that situation, I'd probably just go through a tough time. I don't think I'd really want to leave the house. I wouldn't really feel safe. I'd probably just stay at home for a while, and it would affect me emotionally a lot.
Okay, so do you think that TV and film and the media in general put a different spin on it? So would you think that they kind of use a person going missing and turn it into a kind of adventure program rather than facing the actual reality that'd be a lot harder to get over? So do you think that if there was another film being made about someone going missing, that they should include all aspects of the effect it has on people? So have some people who are taking active research and trying to find them, and others which may stay at home?
Yeah, I definitely feel that they show it differently to how it would really be, because I think most people would sort of be similar to me. I don't really think they'd want to go out the house for a bit, because I think they just need to maybe talk to other friends, just stay close with family and all, because if someone's missing, you just want people to talk to. You don't really want to go outside and I think the most scared I've been was at the first terrorist attack in London for a while, because it sort of made me have a different look on society, and it sort of made me feel a bit less safe.
So something which is affecting a large group of people rather than individuals, you find?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was there anything which made the fear worse, or anything that calmed the fear down?
I think just seeing people in society, you just have to look at everyone twice. Whenever someone walks past me, I always have to look behind me now, because you don't know who they are or what they're gonna do. And most of the time, it's quite upsetting, because most of the time they are just normal people, so it just makes you have a different outlook on them.
Situations such as terrorist attacks and things that happen on a larger scale make me feel nervous, because it's just things that you have no control over. So generally speaking, I get scared if I don't have control over things, because it can turn out anyway, really. I'd also say that I get scared when I'm on my own, because if I was at home alone, or if I went out on my own, because I feel more vulnerable, I feel like I need support of other people to make me feel comfortable in where I am.
How would you explain the feeling of being alone and vulnerable and isolation? What does that feel like to you?
It's just really unnerving. You just feel like you can't relax, you can't be quiet. Say if I was in the house on my own, if I heard a noise, I would be really scared. But if I was in the house with my whole family and I heard a noise, I wouldn't be scared because I would assume it was one of them.
True. So if we're thinking back to teen traders, do you think sounds and noises have an impact on people's fear?
Yeah, it's definitely. I'd say if you're watching a horror movie or a thriller or something, sound has a huge impact in the movie. If you were just watching it, if there wasn't any sound involved, it wouldn't be as scary. Things like sound effects like creaking of doors or floorboards really adds to the tension because you can relate to it.
Well, what sways me to see the film on a film poster or film magazine cover is that if it has pictures of the actors in it, because it can tell you who's in the film. Also, sometimes you might see the background, so you might kind of get a feel for. You can kind of get a feel for what the genre is by the background. If it's like an abandoned house, then obviously it's a horror. If it's like in space, then obviously it's a sci-fi.
Okay, so there's an argument about backgrounds of film posters, and for film posters it's less so, but for film cover magazines, so some people say it's better to have a plain colour, just a single colour as a background, so like red for violence and stuff. But do you think it's important to have a background which is associated with the film?
I think if it's showing off who's in it, so if it's someone very famous like Johnny Depp, then you could just have you could just have a plain background, because what you're trying to show is who's in it as opposed to what the film's about. But if you want to kind of get across the message across of what the film genre is, then I think it's important to have maybe the setting as the background.
I have to agree on that. Having the famous actors, would definitely draw me into a movie, because if I was to walk past a poster or flick through in a magazine, I might flick back and isn't that this celebrity, jog something in my memory for something I've seen before. I think also I'm intrigued by the use of colour generally, and if there are certain signs, codes and conventions of that genre, I just think that is a key aspect of telling me, what the genre is, and then from knowing the genre I can determine if I want to see the movie. If it was a romantic comedy film poster, then I would look at it twice, because that's my favourite film genre.
So if we're thinking about teen genre in specific, would you expect there to be a group of people on the front cover of a film magazine or a film poster, or just the protagonist? Or do you think that it varies, that you can have a group on the front of a film poster, but then maybe just a protagonist on a film magazine cover?
I think it's good to have both for film. So the actual poster could have the whole, the group of characters in it, so that it gives us a clearer view of who's in the movie. It shows a sense of teamwork and makes it seem like it's going to be more exciting. If it's the magazine, then having just the main protagonist can also be good, because it draws attention just solely to them, so we can see who the main protagonist is by looking at the magazine, but we could also see who all of the main characters are in the movie. So seeing the main protagonist reveals sort of who we're looking out for in the movie, so we can stick to recognising one face almost. But when we see the whole group of characters, it can reveal more about the plot.